this is relevant is because Precision is now gained 5 armor penetration and 0.5 per level, so that alone puts it much better than Battering Blows, at least for the early game. You need about 71.5 armor for Battering Blows to equal out Precision at level 1. And I don't know many people that start with 71.5 armor, but most of the time in bottom lane you're going to be facing sub 50 armor targets for most of the early game. So this is a pretty good mastery that actually got buffed on the armor and the magic penetration, so this is going to actually be very relevant because the extra magic penetration is going to work on Static Shiv and like Rapid Fire Cannon, obviously Thunderlord's Decree. So Thunderlord's is getting a buff via proxy of more magic penetration being in the Precision Mastery. Damage is now 10 per level plus 30% of your bonus attack damage up from 20, so that is also relevant. Dangerous Game Merciless. I don't necessarily think that AD carry will need Assassin, but it's obviously there now. Since you're most of the time with your support, you're not going to get the most use out of this on AD carry. So this is probably better to go with Runic Affinity to get the increased buff duration. But I truly feel like you have 3 real choices here for AD carry, whereas before you probably didn't have a choice. So that's pretty good. This obviously going to be giving you better control in lane, and maybe you want to tailor your rune page based on that. So also, depending on whether or not you deal ability damage or you have enough attack speed in your runes, you could also go sorcery. Double-edged sword is another thing that was interesting to me. I think if you went like with the extra sustain from Secret Stash, maybe you could run something like that as well. Still not sure about that, but this I know for sure can theoretically be better than nerfed Fervor Battle. It's taking a pretty big hit on this patch since it's only going to work on champion stacks. So this will still be good for people that are going to be very duel heavy. They can commit to long periods of engage. Like Xin Zhao will still probably use Forever Battle. But for other champions, Muffed Precision and Thunderlord's Decree probably will push them towards the Cunning Tree. And obviously, Oppressor could be your choice if you don't want to go with Bounty Hunter. You always want to think about your usage cases when you're thinking about masteries. Oppressor basically has 100% uptime during a gank if your jungler has red buff, or if they've got a lot of CC. If you guys can layer on the CC, that's 2.5% increased damage early on in the game potentially, where Bounty Hunter would have 0% increased damage in that same situation. So this is more of a late game mastery. This is more of an early game, all game mastery. And you can actually apply this yourself with Blade of the Ruined King and red buff if you've got it, obviously. So, yeah, you still have a choice, but I don't think Assassin is as relevant on AD carry since you're with your support so often. But you have the option to go that as well. But I definitely think that it'll be better than River of Battle, and Warlord's Bloodlust and Deathfire Touch are options as well.